been a while. Thank you all for your patience. We have no other excuse than it was our birthdays. My family came to Europe to meet Joe's family, and we were sick, and honestly, we just haven't been doing much. Nothing of note. No updates or anything. But here's the update you've all been waiting for. Joe and I are currently on the way to the Birmingham Card Show, our first card show, not as a couple, not only just as a couple, but Joe's never been to a card show before, and I love doing these because you never know what you're gonna find. It's really fun to do these, and I cannot wait to kind of see what it's like. It's not just Pokemon today. There's a healthy amount of sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, but I'm here for the Pokemon. He's here for the Pokemon. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I've loaded up 3 ETBs of graded trades, just to try to get a variety of things. I've got the bit of vintage, bit of Japanese, and a tiny bit of modern, mostly Charizards that are like, I think, easy to shift. So that'll give us some stuff to play with for trades, or if we can get some cash. The big win for me today is if I get anything from my WotC lists that I'm missing that will eventually go into my frames. That would be like a massive, massive win. And to be honest, if I see one of the Shinings, I might just buy it even if I can't trade for it. And then also I think that more likely situation is that if I find some nice slabs tag teams, I might pick some of those up.
My goal today, as you guys saw in the collection video, by the way, 40,000 views on our collection movie. Thank you guys so much. I know we're not like uploading weekly right now just because it's been a little bit of a lull, just in events for us, but the fact that it has 40,000 views, there's still comments rolling in like every other day. We're still getting subscribers off of that video. We're almost at 700 subs on YouTube, which is awesome. We're already YouTube partners, which is so sick. And then we're gonna hit the second, I guess, tier of that at 1,000, which is just unreal to think of. So thank you guys so much for your support. My goal today is to, what the competitor term bling is. Bling meaning getting some high rarity cards, because I am playing in Lille Regionals, Lille, France, those regionals next week, and I'm shifting decks, which means I don't have pretty pieces for all my decks yet. So hopefully with some little cash that I have and my sealed Mew promo, I think I'm going to try and trade for something that I need, or potentially maybe trade for more full arts for the binder. Joe was really sweet to me on my birthday and got me a couple more pieces for the binder. But we are growing ever closer to completing XY, which I'm really excited about. So we are going to get there soon, right?
15 minutes away.
15 minutes, and then we're going to park, walk over, and see what our first UK card show looks like. We got our first buy. Big reveal, because there's a business card in the front, as I didn't realize that. Buddy Buddy Puffin full art. Really excited about this. If you're a competitive player, a lot of people are hyped about these for some reason.
They're better than the golds, I'm saying it.
They're better than the golds, so this is one item I need. Maybe an earthen vessel today, but they're kind of expensive, so.
How many do you need? What?
Earthen vessel, 1. But it's like 1 gold earthen vessel.
It used to be 3, so going down to 1 is a big win for us.
We'll see. But yeah, plenty to look at.
We're mostly scouting at the moment.
Yeah.
We're figuring out what we like and coming back.
Yeah.
Comparing prices. Looking at other stuff.
It's mostly Pokemon though.
It's
here.
a ton of Pokemon.
It's so much
It doesn't
Pokemon.
surprise me. Like, sports cards are never going to be big here like they are in the US.
That's fair.
And Pokemon sells better than the rest.
But honestly, there's not that many people in here. It's a nice chill walk around, so we'll keep looking. Guys, remember that sealed Mew promo I've had that I found in my car? I'm not gonna lie. We got Rosa. She's home. This is really exciting for me. She's dinged a little at the top of the card, but if she's gonna sit in a binder forever, what's the point? We got Rosa now. Oh my God, I've been waiting to get this card back for so long. This is really exciting for me. We traded we traded the Mew EX for it. The Mew was about 80 trade, and then he came down just a little bit. So, well worth it, honestly. I'm so excited about this. Joe's still looking. He's, deciding what he wants to sell outright, but can you tell me what you got just now?
We got ourselves
And the explaining of the significance.
my goat, my favorite Pokemon, a Japanese battle style Zempolian
In a 10?
in a 10, yeah. And the higher value card is a Grand Party that we got
What is
in
that?
Japanese. It's just a old Watsu promo, basically. It's got
You never had one.
No, don't have it in the collection, so that's a cool ad. I traded away a PSA 10 CD promo Snorlax and a PSA 10 Japanese Blaine's Moltres.
I remember.
Really old cert on the Moltres as well, so that's like a really old case, which sometimes puts people off because it doesn't have like all the same bells and whistles that you see on modern slabs. So some people think it's fake if they haven't been around for a while, but it's definitely real.
Yeah. And just remember, those are dupes. So
Those are dupes, exactly.
We have plenty.
One of my favorite boys and a promo I've never had. Both really cool things. Really cool.
Joe is working on a big trade right now. Vendor is super interested in literally like most of what Joe brought, actually. We're trading for something. Dragon Frontiers, I think, Charizard, and a Beckett. Don't have Beckett that much. And a Crystal Kabutops Box Topper, which, that's very Joe. But I think we're going to be making some money at this booth, which is exciting. But he's really going for the jug with a lot of the trades, so we'll see. So we have made it home. If you guys remember what our kitchen looks like, we've made it home with the hashtag The Haul. So we're gonna go through what Joe and I got. His might be a little cooler than mine, but
I don't know.
we started with Full Art Buddy Buddy Poffin, now in Mega Evolution. I think we mentioned this a little bit earlier, but competitive players are really kind of leaning towards the full art items instead of golds, which is better for the wallet, believe it or not. So wasn't able to find too many of these. Honestly, after a certain point, we were like, that's okay. We pulled an air balloon yesterday, but I definitely needed one for my deck next week. So do have Full Art Buddy Buddy Poffin, and then let's go to the top row first. As you can imagine, most of my haul was about my full art trainers from our collection video, starting with Caitlin from Chilling Reign, Lily's Determination Alt Art, which I think was probably our best deal of the day, where we got it, I think, honestly, under market. Yeah. Rosa, our damaged Rosa that I picked up in the field, but it's a little obvious to me the ding is at the top right here, but I think this was a good trade for my Mew EX. Very happy with this. It's a binder copy is what we like to say, so it doesn't need to be in a pristine 10. It's just going to go in the binder anyway. Iono from Paldean Fates. This was actually a gap, and it's actually less expensive than the Iono from Paldea, so this was just a small gap. Welder from,
Unbroken Bonds.
Unbroken Bonds. Mochi, get off the table. Thank you. Welder from Unbroken Bond. Highly playable card, with not only in GLC, but what it was in standard at the time. So she was a pretty penny, but not too bad. Miss Bridget as well, another card that was super playable at the time. Also,
GLC lovers as well.
GLC lovers love this card, Max. Miss Minna. Minna has multiple arts and rarities, but this is English Minna, who we still love, of course. Fairy type is no longer around, but, you know, still higher priced full art. Cosmic Eclipse, you know, this is one of the harder ones to get all the way back, but here's Mars, of course, one of the girlies, one of the, quote, waifus. Still a beautiful card. Honestly,
Cosmic Eclipse?
yeah, Cosmic, pretty sure. No.
Ultra Prism.
Ultra Prism, that's what I meant. But yeah, Ultra Prism girlies, harder to get, of course. But speaking of not hard to get, for some reason, this is one of the most beautiful cards I think that we have in the full art Scarlet Violet era. And honestly, it's not that expensive, but it is Briar, who I might play this weekend depending on what deck I really decide to go with. But she is highly playable. The alt art's beautiful. End's Plan, another card that has really sunk from Black Bolt White Flare. End's Plan alt art with the Ferris wheel in the background. One of my favorites. Probably our least expensive pickup of the day. Prismatic Airy. Her without the uniform or her like Team Star garb on, £2. So what we would expect. And then alt art Morty's Conviction. This is a great one with the Gengar sim coming up from the ground here. I think this is a great card.
That's awesome.
Let's start here. These are the big girls. I cannot believe Joe did this for me. I'm really, really grateful. The first Lusamine here, or the second, I should say. I think the first one is much more reasonable in its price, but Lusamine going a little crazy.
The real Lusamine.
Yeah, she's going nuts. We'll go over to Lycia too, the second most expensive girly pop. And then
The big one.
I can't believe you did this for me. She's home.
She's a treat.
She is home. She's definitely home. I definitely cannot ask for anything ever again from this man. I'm still in shock that we have it, that it's like back in my possession, because honestly, my old copy of Lily's was not actually in this good of condition. So I think, as I was saying a little bit before, when it comes to cards for me, rather than while people may be looking for a specific grade, like a 9 or a 10, I'm looking for something that'll just like look good in a binder.
Yeah.
So having something that's damaged at the top isn't really a big deal for me, because it's just going to be sitting in a binder anyway. And that's that. But she is home.
There you go.
The most expensive full art trainer out there right now, still in English, is Lily from Ultra Prism, and she's home. But let's talk about some more fun stuff. We did end up finding the Leafeon,
Yes.
which was very exciting.
Our last act of the day.
Which, believe it or not, I couldn't believe how hard it was to find a Leafeon. We found every other evolution except
Literally
for
every other one.
And on the way out, it was, all right, we found a Leafeon. So we were able to get it. Leafeon Altar. This is a very beautiful card. All of the prismatic Eevees are stunning and gorgeous, but I've been enjoying playing this a lot. It's not just useful in a deck that's weak against grass types, but it's actually really great. And then Altart Flareon, which we were able to find just around a lot. Flareon's my favorite evolution. It's just fluffy and cute. And it's also playable. And Joe thinks it's a great playable card. So we were able to find our evolutions that I needed for my deck. Lily's Clefairy from Journey Together. This is honestly one of my chases from that set.
For sure.
This is a beautiful card as well. It's just really cute. Lily on Lily. She's just like such a great character from the series, and I think this card is really great. I think out of the 4 Journey Together max rarity cards that you can get out of all 4 partners, I think this is actually the nicest one. I like the End Zoroark a lot, but I think I'm a little biased because I like Zoroark. Iono's is nice, but I still think this is like the most pretty one, and of course, how could we forget?
Bobby.
I cannot believe you got this for me. Unfortunately, even though our trade was really good, this was the highest priced Bubble Mew in the show. We ended up walking.
Probably found it a couple times cheaper.
Yeah, we found We paid $620 technically. That was their sticker.
I mean, it was their sticker price.
Yeah, it was their sticker. We did do trade for it though.
Yeah.
So it was a flat trade, no money back, which was, that's what we trade for. But it is Bubble Mew. It is home. I really regret not picking up this card when it was $80.
Hell yeah.
But it is home. Honestly, it is really nice. If Joe ever really wants to grade this and see what it gets, like I wouldn't be opposed to it. But of course, it is a very playable card. It is going to go in my binder once it's rotated. It's definitely a Bubble Mew, and just looking at this whole, like my whole spread is kind of insane. I'm very grateful that Joe has decided to help me complete my collection by giving off a lot of his duplicates. And honestly, you looked at me halfway through the show and you were like, I can't believe, like, we still have X amount of, like, the same cards at home that vendors were dying to get, like Japanese Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon that we still have sets of that, could go. But that's what I got. That's my haul. This is, of course, like my thing, right? This is like, I'm so grateful to have my girly pops back. I'm even more grateful to have something as crazy as a Bubble Mew. But I think I'm ready to turn the camera around so Joe can give his history lesson. Because while mine is bright and shiny, Joe's has a lot of history in it. And I'm really excited to talk about what he got.
All right, we've seen Emily's. Let's go through some of the stuff that I got. Just some very quick, cheap stuff. We picked up these just to help get to the right value. The Topps cards. We were just basically both being nostalgic about these cards. And hey, it's the trio. So these are easily going to go into a binder at some point, no problem. We picked up a Grand Party in trade. Just one of these really cool cards. It almost feels like a trophy card, even though it's not. It's got a lot of that Japanese vintage heritage to it, where we just had to research this, but it's for players who were playing in 99 to 2000 in their challenges, and you had to play 50 matches to get this card. So this is only those players who were engaged back in 1999.
So would you say Japan. This is like the first version of an Ace Trainer card?
Possibly. That's probably a good way to put it, something like that. There have been fan club promos as well, like as things have gone into the future, and that's probably more akin to what this is, one of the original fan club cards. But yeah, just a really awesome piece of history, and it has the trio of birds. Picked up some slabs as well. So again, a lot of this was like just making value of stuff. So some of the lower ones, like the Squirtle, this is just a reverse holo from Fire Red Leaf Green. I've completed the Fire Red Leaf Green holo set. And this is just a nice reverse. For those of you who don't know, I also really like Squirtle. Empoleon and Squirtle are my guys. I had a hamster called Squirtle at one point. Fun fact. We picked up another illustration rare Squirtle.
151.
151. Picked up the, what's this one from?
Stellar Crown.
Stellar Crown. 151 Squirtle. And the Bulbasaur was also just right there. So we picked up the Bulbasaur. Got the Empoleon V.
This was your first trade.
This is the first trade. Yeah, this was one of the pieces. I really like Empoleon. I mean, he's just a good guy.
Penguins.
So he's just going to hang out. And the Phalanx are fun as well. Randomly picked up a Great Tusk. I think. Why do you hate that I bought it? It's fun. I think this is a good-looking guy. I think he looks cool. He was $70 as well. Like for a special illustration rare, that's not a crazy price, I don't think.
Here we go.
So we're trying to fill out the tag teams a little bit more. So we've got the Sabletar in the 9. Picked up the Lopunny Jigglypuff, which is a cute one. Emily's favorite one was the Marshadow Machamp.
Today.
Yeah, in the 9. Honestly, I don't care that these are 9s or 10s. Like, when it's vintage, I think it makes a much bigger difference if it's a 9 or a 10. But anything modern is going to be good quality. And it's going to be stuff like centering at that point that's going to hurt the card. These are all going to be really high quality. Like, the surfacing is going to be completely fine. There's not going to be anything that makes the card look less visually appealing. So my hot take is that modern 9s are, like, pretty undervalued compared to their 10s. Whereas it's the inverse in vintage, in my opinion.
These are fun.
These are really, really cool cards. So these are like part see-through, like a glass window effect here on both the Charizard and the Pikachu. Again, sort of standout Topps cards as well, which are very cool. These are TV animation clear cards. And I think because they have this clear sheen effect, they are quite easy to damage. So finding them in 10s is kind of cool. And again, it's Pikachu and Charizard, so added to the Pika and Zard little mini collection we have going. I think the thing I was most excited about today, we were able to tick a card off the list. So now I'm just one card away from completing Skyridge because we picked up this Alakazam. We did see a first edition Light Arcanine in a 10, so that was something I couldn't go for because it was too expensive. And we saw a lot of Neo Destiny Shinings, just not a lot in the first edition 9 grade, unfortunately. There was some, again, there was one CGC 10 that we saw of the Kabutops, and then the rest we saw was like unlimited or Japanese. But there was one booth that had a ton of the Shining stuff, which was really cool.
WotC era.
Yeah, and that's where we got the Alakazam from. Also picked up a couple of Beckett cards. I've never actually had Beckett slabs before, but they're also a very reputable source, and these 2 cards both have the 4 subgrades, so you know the quality of the card very, very easily. And I think Beckett are very reputable, so I have no problem owning Beckett cards. They just, especially because these won't go in my frame anyway. The only reason I care so much about it being PSA specifically is because everything else in the frames are PSA, so that makes the most sense. But we've got Leafeon V. It's a nice card. It's a 9/5, and it's 9/5 all 4 subgrades.
Japanese Leafeon.
Japanese Leafeon V. Yeah, just a nice looking card.
Was my first pull when I started pulling,
Yeah.
but in English, so.
And one of my favourite
course.
English Charizards. This is the Stormfront equivalent in Japanese, and it's the Mint 9 with the 8.5 being the edges. So it probably wouldn't grade, like I don't think it would cross grade particularly well, but this is just a nice piece on its own. Again, adds to my Charizard collection, and because of the bulk of a Beckett slab, could just be a standalone thing that I just sit on my desk anyway, and looks pretty cool. And then something that like kind of blindsided me.
Hidden treasure.
Yeah, the hidden treasures really is that we were able to find 2 box toppers from Skyridge. So I actually took out my box toppers here, and I pulled from my Skyridge box, I pulled the Crystal Crobat. So it's 1 per box, just like you would see box toppers of regular sizes. And you'll notice that all of these, again, are like part see-through. It's probably easy to see from the back.
From the back it looks better.
That they are like a shattered glass holographic, which are really, really cool. Kind of, I mean, not even that similar to the reverse holo that you get as the crystals, to be honest. It looks different entirely. But we've since had shattered holo for all sorts of cards. So I've already had the Crobat, found the Kabutops just randomly in the bottom of someone's case, like just underneath all their slabs.
And he said that he actually regretted picking it up.
Yeah, just because it's one of these where you need to have the right person to care about the card, and apparently that was me today. And then also we got...
This is your big win.
Yeah.
Aside from the Alakazam, I think this is a great win for you.
Yeah, getting a graded 9 version of the Ho-Oh is really cool. I really like the Ho-Oh because I pulled the Ho-Oh EX, not EX, the Crystal Ho-Oh, the regular one in my box. So it was really cool to get the Ho-Oh. And getting these cards in graded 9 is just like so hard to find these days, I would think, because a lot of these, you never really knew how to protect the card properly because you can't just stick them in a normal sleeve. So it's so difficult to protect these. So to get this, find it in 9 is really, really cool, to be honest with you. So I think the 2 biggest ones for me are the Alakazam and the Ho-Oh, my favourite treats of the day. And now I need to look for a jumbo box topper Charizard.
Is that the last one?
I think that's the last one, yeah.
And the last card you need from Skyridge is...
It's a Politoed, of all things. Yeah, and I looked really hard today. We found a near mint 7 one, not a mint 9 one. Politoed's randomly just been one of those cards that either it's not been listed very often, like pre-graded, or there's been some that are just at egregious prices for what a Politoed ultimately is. I know it's a Skyridge card, and eventually I'm going to bite the bullet for it, especially now that it's the last one in my set, but I was never in a rush to get the card, and now that's coming back to haunt me.
Can we talk about the... I'll pop up like a picture of it on screen, but this Gengar that we had today...
Oh, I've got it here. Let me get it.
That it couldn't move.
It couldn't move?
Like, we couldn't...
Yeah, we
had
eventually...
8 offers.
Yeah.
We went to 8 vendors about this card. We went in with about 2 ETBs full of slabs, and we came out with half of one. But this Gengar from Crimson Invasion out of 10 is so low pop.
Yeah, one of the guys said that it was a pop 50 or so. And I understand why, because it was just a regular holographic from Crimson Invasion. No one, like, this was before the grading boom, this was before the cash boom. Crimson Invasion's what, like 2018? 17, 18, something like that.
And Crimson Invasion was like a trash box. There was like nothing really good in the set for collectors. So no one was really protecting the cards that well, and the card stock quality wasn't that high at this period in the game either. So it's hard, like even if I have like 15 copies of this card, or however many I did have, I sent my best ones into grade and I got a bunch of 9s and then got like 3 10s. And I basically put this in the bag just on a whim, but there's been sales of, I mean, it's on eBay right now for like $8.90. It's sold at over 800. It also was on an auction for about 500. But seeing what is literally like a £2 card, and probably has been a £2 card for like 5 years of its life, now be a multi-100-pound card, shows the volatility of the hobby. For a start, shows that there is like different flavors of the month and different like shilling going on and all this other stuff. And there's definitely people who are making a quick buck doing this as well and like shilling cards up. But also it shows that certainly certain species can just like completely click. And I think Gengar's one of those in the boom period right now. It happened for the vintage Gengars like many years ago, but now it's starting to happen to basically anything that reads Gengar. You're gonna like, how many Gengars do we see today? Like apart from Pikachus and Charizards and Eevees, so many Gengars.
Strike Gengar is
Yeah.
massive now. You inquired about it
Yeah.
during your big trade, but
Yeah, that's a lot.
1.9k
Yeah.
for one card just felt a little
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. I don't like it that much.
Yeah, that's fair. I was really surprised when you went for that because
But now,
you're not like a modern guy.
No, I mean, sure. I mean, anything that you like, you know? It's just, I don't complete the sets, but there's going to be individual cards I like from every set, right?
Well, how did you like your first show?
It was so much fun. It was really like chill as well. Much more chill than I was expecting. I thought it would be a bit more like haggly and back and forth, but everyone was very like straightforward.
Yeah.
And yeah, relaxed, and it was really good atmosphere. It wasn't too packed either. Not as crowded as I thought it was going to be.
I think it's because we went on Sunday and not Saturday.
That's probably also true.
it. But honestly, it's not like a sweaty marketplace, right? It's
No.
just like a hobby enthusiast
Yeah.
hanging out.
And it felt really safe. Felt really like, yeah, just really chill. Like there was lots of families there with kids. There was lots of like-minded collectors. And the thing that surprised me most was there was a ton of binders that you could just sift through of like lower value stuff as well. It wasn't just like that.
Value,
So
yeah.
I think the next time we do a show,
Which is probably in December with our travel schedule.
possibly in December, we're going to do a lot more like spreadsheeting of stuff just to fill gaps in the
Joe's
binders, which is going to take a while, but also going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to really enjoy the card show that we go to next, simply because I'm going to be sifting through binders like a madman looking for like a £3 card, just because it's not going to be on sale in random spots anywhere else. But yeah, that's our haul. Let us know what your favorite was from Emily's side and from my side.
And if you were the one person that watched the collection video
and stayed until the end of this one.
thanks so much for coming up to us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys soon on the next video.
I totally did not lose all the footage. I did. But we figured that this would make a great double video. How are we feeling?
Feeling good. Got another.
there it is.
Yeah, got another backpack full of slabs. I've got lots of like pretty low end stuff. Most of the stuff in my bag is like under £100 per card. But we also did some research of what I need to fill my binders with.
There's a crosswalk.
Go here.
All right, Joe might kill me.
So yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a lot of like rooting around the binders this time. Last time I was just looking at cases for the big hits, but now I'm going to be rooting through binders for gaps to fill.
More full arts for me. We'll have life updates for you later.
All right, so we're at our first booth and we already
Got the cards.
we got a couple stuff already. We're gonna be looking at a Crystal Zard box topper. Cause why not? But tons of binders, maybe. Tons of binders though, oh my God. Clean.
Big deal.
Yeah, we traded away a Dark Gengar, PSA 8, Unlimited, and a Coughing PSA 10.
For a bunch of stuff.
We got some good full arts. We got Chorus. We got
Chorus,
Plumeria.
Shauna.
We got Sinlin and Shauna. So that's already a good chunk of the XY, and you really want the Sinlin anyway. I found some really good binder stuff. One of my vending series Mewtwo's. Found a Cube Mr. Mime, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, some other good binder bits. Like finding random commons and uncommons from Aquapolis and Expedition, like it's tough, right? So even finding an uncommon Chansey, I'm very happy about. It was like £6. So I'm very happy with our find. And that's just our first of the day. So it's a massive booth though. They have all sorts. Lots of good stuff, graded and ungraded.
We decided to pass on Getsis because I thought Getsis was a little high, but we do know it's here if we decide to come back. So let's see what the rest of the day brings us. It's hot. It's real hot in here. But we found some good stuff.
Yeah. We just picked up a Sabrina Suggestion, which is good. They had some very high-end slabs. We saw the PSA 10 Mews.
Yep,
And
the Chinese exclusive
and the Chinese
ones.
151 Pikas, which look really cool as well.
22K is a little out of our budget. Little bit, but honestly, there's so many binders here. Joe is like in love. Like, look, he's just like, ooh, binder, let me look.
And then plus 300 for the boxes.
Minus 960.
Do you want to do a 20 flat? Thank you so much.
Just did a big one.
Yeah, it was about 1K worth of like a lot of my 9s, some of my WotC Unlimited 9 holos. Took some of the like popular species as well, like some of the common uncommons, which was cool, and maybe a couple of the Japanese ones. It was about a K in trade value. So I got a good number of tag team gaps, which I'm really happy with, a lot of the promo ones. Then you got a couple of full arts, some of the cheaper girlies. And then we also got 2 Riftbound boxes.
Opening soon.
Going to be opening some Riftbound. We're both really excited about the game, and Emily loves League.
Don't tell them that.
I'm still learning the lore through TFT only, but the game mechanics look really fun, and it looks like a really promising game, so we're both going to give it the time of day for sure.
So we haven't had too much time to really kind of go through what we're really getting. But we did find some really cool treats. Joe traded away. What did you trade away?
So it was a perfect situation where there was a collector at the vendor. Like a lot of the time, the vendors will also be collecting stuff, and he picked out 2 Neo Revelation Unlimited 8s, a Ho-Oh and a Dark. Was it the Sizzle? Yeah, the Sizzle
sir.
as
And
well.
the
That's from Destiny, and the Ho-Oh from Revelation. So he was like enamored by those cards, and it allowed us to grab some really cool stuff, including
Tag
so we
Team
got-
All-Stars Minna.
So we got some good alts and the
Shining Fate
Shining
Cynthia.
But the Minna, even though it's not that expensive, because it has a tiny little ding in the top, this is a really cool exclusive Minna, and a far better Minna than the English one we got.
Which
in
is
terms of
really
art.
exciting because I thought I would only be able to go to Japan to like get Tag Team All Stars,
Right.
and that's a Japanese exclusive Minna. And then
And then Emily treated me to my favorite card of
little treat.
the Batman Mega Absol, where it's looking over the town. It's
My
a
card,
gargoyle. Very cool.
my card declined,
So I treated myself.
but I will be paying him for the card because my American card is like absolutely not. But so far so good. We've gotten a ton of stuff, a lot of
stuff.
singles. We got 2 Riftbound boxes that we're really happy about.
Yeah.
It's really hot in there, so
Yeah,
I'm
we're happy that we've
sweating.
taken a step out. Like, I'm literally sweating. I can see it in the
Yeah,
camera now.
me too. So we're like, I would say like a quarter way through the room now.
Yeah.
Not too much on XY still. It's not, honestly,
Still,
we're
what was the
filling.
one- What was the one you passed on? The Chorus?
Getsis.
Oh, Getsis. You got
Getsis
Chorus.
was too expensive. Getsis was £100, and I know Getsis goes for a little bit cheaper than that. But Colress was around 80, which I thought was fair.
We can go
And
back and haggle for
yeah,
the Getsis. as well.
But we're filling in a lot of gaps I wouldn't expect to be filling in, especially because I came in like, oh, let's like finish XY today. Like that's like a good goal. We only needed like 9 cards, but still like we just got Altar Kieran, Altar Carmine, and like Cynthia. Like those are still big money cards. So we are coming along in the collection very well. We're coming off of a crazy trade. I don't know how to feel about it. So Joe is going to convince me why getting rid of every other slab that we brought today.
85 slabs.
85 slabs was a really good idea.
So this is how it started off. I started off looking at the binder, and the most interesting thing was that the lose popped out from Vending Series 3, which helps complete a set. And then I found a random couple of cards that I want to upgrade my cube with, just some random holo trainers. So I didn't go in thinking like, oh, it's gonna be a great deal. But then I got my stuff out just for trade, and he was like, oh, it's all kind of like.
He said
not
cheap.
Like
I didn't.
Slabby, but it's all like pretty much everything's under £100 in there, or like. Yes, literally everything's £100 or less in there. There was like a couple of like unlimited holos that maybe on a good day you can get over 100 in the right circumstance. But pretty much everything isn't that expensive. Lots of Japanese 9s and lots of like... I brought loads of common and uncommon popular species like Eevees and like Totodiles and Squirtles and stuff like that. So it's stuff that I know he'll have no problem selling, but for 85 individual slabs, it would have taken me a long time and shipping and effort to sell. So we agreed on $26.50 a piece, which is like, he's obviously making his money, but I feel like that convenience is really handy. And it lets us get some really cool stuff as well, because he also had a really great haul of things. So Emily was able to pick out a couple of trainers.
So I'm really excited about the Getsis because there were a couple of vendors here selling Getsis at 100, and I thought that was just way too high.
Yeah.
So having a $75 Getsis where there's a couple dings on the back that doesn't matter to me, and of course Bianca's Devotion, but this is more. Oh yeah,
the Modern Dawn. This is a beautiful card.
I also thought that this was Altar Dawn. Now Phantasmal Flames is like about to come out, and we do have 2 booster boxes ordered and 2 ETBs. Like we could pull it realistically because it is a smaller set, so I wasn't too crazy about the price, but it is Dawn, right? It's a very notable, iconic trainer. It's her alt art, so I mean, I'm happy to have it.
Picked up just one of my favorites from
300. That's
Dragons
300.
Exalted.
What the?
A Mew full art. One of the really cool things
This
we were
was
looking
cool.
at throughout the booths all weekend is the Chinese Mew set, and then also the Gengar and the Meowth.
Yeah,
some
the
popular
Eevees
species,
here.
The Eevees, like all
These are
looking
clean.
great. And again, like I
they're a
collect
set.
the full art or the what are they called, illustration rares.
Yep.
So they just go in nicely with my collection in that regard. And then also, just as a personal pride thing, keeping up with the Paradise Resorts, I also got a graded 9 one, just in an ace. This is my first ace, graded slab actually. But this is a staff one. And I did staff this year, but I didn't get a staff card. I didn't get any card actually. So it's cool that can be part of my like history now as well. Maybe this could go in the frame or something like that we already have for the world stuff. And yeah, I mean, I have...
What are the other worlds ones? Hawaii?
It's also Hawaii, which I didn't attend in any capacity.
But I did.
And you did.
That's my first worlds.
Yeah, plus it's like a gap since I've started from 2016, so having it complete just feels nice. So we got some pretty nice high-end stuff, all starting from me just spotting this randomly from a binder, like just in a random corner of a binder, which is really, really fun. And yeah, I'm really happy with the deal, mostly for the convenience factor of it all, because you have to remember, like, the stuff I brought today is like it's not like the bottom of the barrel stuff I have, but it's like the easiest to shift bad stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I've kept all the 10s still at home. I've kept all like the high octane species at home, like a lot of the holos that I think, and like I didn't sell any first edition holos today either, so I got rid of the unlimited ones. So I feel like they're the slow shifting species, and like sure, maybe I could have pinched more pennies on them, but ultimately,
like what
that's
you've got
this
is more out of like sentimental value.
Sentimental value, like actually things we care about more, and those are cards that I'm never going to miss.
And
really,
those are like
so
that's like the whole point of like flipping the collection, right?
Yeah.
Is that we get to flip it for gaps.
Sweetener. We also.
I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about
this. He randomly threw us a Playboy booster pack which I will be
Listen.
opening and treasuring forever. I'm kidding. Unless? No. I'm kidding. Should I open it now?
No.
Why not?
All right. Without the card showing the camera. Oh God.
This is not PG.
Is that one PG?
Some of them are PG. That's not.
Nope.
That's definitely not. That's PG. Some of them are covers. Some of them are clearly not covers. Yeah, this is. Who else has seen this filth? That's going straight in the bin when we go away.
So, you're sure you're not going to PSA grade the Playboy cover cards?
Good dude.
Anyway, all in all, compared to like our first haul, I think like we're definitely like coming along here. I really like how we picked up these. The set of the Eevee set here is really nice, and especially there's only 4 alt arts. Umbreon, obviously, like the most expensive out of them. But
Plus, my back's not dying anymore. I had so many slabs in my freaking case.
yeah, you want to go through everything?
Yeah, let's go through what we got.
Unless you want to lay it out when we get home.
We can just do it quickly now, I guess. So we got 2 Riftbound boxes.
So
which
this
we're gonna
is
open today.
and there will be a separate video for it. But I think I cut it off in the beginning of the video. We are looking to get into Riftbound. I think Joe said it a little bit earlier that I was a League of Legends fan for now well over 10 years, so them releasing a card game is really going to hurt Joe's wallet here. But he's also looking to play it, so we're hoping to pull like a signature. Honestly, I want to like get home and just like open this straight away.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm really excited about 2 boxes of Riftbound.
The boxes are an us.
Yeah, this is going to be fun too, because that means the channel gets to diversify outside Pokemon.
Yeah. That's your new upgrades.
Okay.
Your gaps being filled.
Let me put this on real quick. All right, here we go. So we'll start at the top here. We got new Phantasmal Flames Dawn for 75, Bianca's Devotion alt art, Carmine alt art, Kieran alt art, because there's already one Kieran alt art, so this is Prismatic Evolutions Kieran alt art. Lana that we needed, surprisingly. This is Nita and Dana, and I'm missing 2 more. I'm missing Morgan and the other one. Regardless, we got Tag Team All-Stars GX Japanese exclusive Minna, which I'm very happy about. Cynthia Shining Fates with the shiny Lucario behind there. And the Garchomp, of course. Plumeria. Sabrina's Suggestion, I think at a much fairer price, because we saw a Sabrina Suggestion for over 200 pounds, which I knew that this card wasn't worth, so still higher end women are going down here. Alt-Art Hilda, so Black Bolt White Flare for me is done. Cynthia and Caitlin tag team in one of the higher end tag teams, 110, not bad. Shauna, still we're chunking through on XY. Colress, very excited about this one, of course. And then you have Guzma, which I needed. I'm very surprised I needed it. Getsus, we have the Blue Boys home.
Yes.
Only one spot.
Page 1 looks almost full now.
All we need is N from Noble Victories.
Number 1, yeah.
We did see it, but because it is in a slab, we don't get it. Like, no point. And then ending it off with Alt-Art Team Rockets Giovanni from Destined Rivals. I think I'm just missing Ariana now from the Alt-Arts, but honestly, I kind of wanted to stay away from picking up modern cards and go like straight for XY, and
stuff to find.
we did not find that much of it. But we did find Colress Getsus, so that's pretty good. Oh, and we might go get Hexmaniac. Was a little high. I want to see if they're going to drop it a little bit, because it's around 100 pounds, but they have it for 135. So maybe
and I also got cash for my trade as well.
Oh, so. Yeah, we did trade it for some cash. But all right, honey, go ahead.
Just a very quick one. So we went over the Chinese ones already. There's a bit of glare right now, but there's the Eevees.
The full set.
Yeah, the Meowth and the Gengar. For my cube, a Mr. Mime.
The big one.
Randomly, I needed this common Chansey.
Yeah.
Uncommon Chansey. That completes my vending sheet 1, the Mewtwo. I think because for ages, there's a vending sheet 2 or 3 Mewtwo. So I just cut it off my list thinking I had Mewtwo, but there's actually one in vending sheet 1 as well. Some random Black Star promos. I'm like slowly going to try and build this out. I have some. It's weird because I have some graded, some ungraded. So I'm gonna make a binder of them all ungraded because they're all low value anyway, really. Got this Aerodactyl, which is like one of the coolest ones from
Alt-Art V's.
yeah, one of the Alt-Art V's from Lost Origin. A bunch of tag teams as well. So the Buzzmoser from the set, and then some promo ones. I'm really sad that I didn't buy the tins at the time for these because they were such good bargains at the time. The tins. I remember buying 3 of the Venusaur Celebi tins to play them in a league challenge that night, and now I have like 3 PSA 10
You're welcome.
ones, which is great.
Wait,
yes, your gift from me.
You guys can't say I don't do anything for that man.
The Mew,
Yep.
the 2 Binder Paradise Resorts, and 1 already in an Ace Slab, and then I just randomly have the Lose, which I think is just so funny. That
This
it
is
started
just
that
your
whole
favorite.
trade.
Honestly, is that your favorite pickup
He's
from
a goofy
today?
guy. He's great. And then just 2 little cute pickups as well. The VS Secret and the POW.
How did we do? How do you
I think
think
we
we
did
did?
great. I mean, I shifted everything this time. Last time, I still went home with about, 1.5 ETBs still full of cards. And ultimately, everything has to go anyway. So it's like, that's the mentality I have, right? We're cleaning the house whilst also getting stuff we actually like. So for me, it's been a really good day. I mean, the stuff we got last time was cool, knick-knacky things.
Yeah, but this is
the box toppers were more like, oh, I never expected myself to want this stuff. But everything we got today is like, oh, I can definitely see what we're going to do with this stuff immediately. So
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll grab Hex Maniac on the way out, and then, I think that's it for us. So thank you guys so much for watching. At this point now, we're at 700 subscribers on YouTube if I didn't lose the rest of the first video, which I did. So thank you guys for your patience. We're going to be doing some box breaks, obviously. Phantasmal Flames, we do have 2 booster boxes. Yep, and Riftbound. We have 2 booster boxes and 2 ETBs of Phantasmal Flames pre-ordered, which is awesome. That means we'll have a nice rip. But honestly, after this video, expect a Riftbound opening video, our first one.
Yep.
We're very excited about that. So thank you guys so much for watching.
thank you.